You're watching Fugitive Red-Eye, and welcome to another ranty episode of Random Thoughts, another Random Thoughts. So this one today is spurred on by something pretty specific. So my friend crashed my car, and he's gonna pay to get it fixed. He tore the bumper off, so that's a fucking pain in the ass, right? Which means I gotta take it into a shop and get a quote so I can give it to him so he can fucking pay for it to get it fixed, and it's gonna be a whole big thing. Lots of fun. He's never driving my car again, I can tell you that. But at the end of the day, that spurred on a thought, because gotta go in tomorrow now, probably, to go get that quote, right? Because body shops aren't open on fucking Saturdays or Sundays. And there's a lot of types of businesses that are not open on weekends, and it's really fucking irritating. So, like, a lot of, like, government businesses and stuff aren't, and that I can kind of understand to a degree, but even the fucking post office is open on Saturdays, so why the fuck are there, like, no auto body shops that are open on fucking Saturdays? It just drives me nuts. And Sundays I get for a couple of reasons. Number one, most places, like, there's a lot of businesses in general that aren't, just because, you know, Sunday, typically, there's religious connotations with, Christianity and stuff like that, and, you know, being in Utah, obviously, the Mormon Church being pretty big on influence on the state, and I don't have a problem with that. Obviously, I was raised in that, and I consider that my heritage, and I am still, myself, a Christian of sorts, although not very traditional and not very active in any church, right? But nevertheless, it still would be nice if places were open Sunday, but if not, why the fuck not Saturday? It drives me nuts. Like, plenty of places are open Saturday. Restaurants, grocery stores, movie stores, things like that, Best Buy, whatever maybe they don't sell movies anymore, but you know what I fucking mean. Like, electronic stores, supercenters, things like that. These are open Saturdays, so why the fuck aren't auto body shops? It's really fucking annoying. Like, if I want to get my car looked at and worked on, why do I gotta do it during the week? And all of them close at like 6. Now I work a PM shift. And my sleep schedule is ass. Now, granted, that second thing is purely my own problem. That's my own decision that I have with staying up to ungodly hours, like when I'm recording this at 4:06 a.m. But nevertheless, the fact that I work a PM shift, 6 o'clock is often when I'm going into work. So I get up, I have a few hours before I gotta go to work. On a good day, I'll wake up at 11, but I often fall back asleep after being awake for an hour or two, and then wake up again at like 1 or 2. And that can be really fucking irritating. On a really bad day, I can wake up at 3. I gotta actually get ready, it's just a big hassle. Like, I hate having to go places like that, right? Because, like, I just got my car registered today. And then my dumbass friend crashed it. So that's real cool. Really appreciate that. Nevertheless, a lot of places aren't open on Saturdays. Again, there's a lot of places that are. In fact, a lot of different kinds of businesses are. But there's different subsections that just aren't. And I'm trying to think of more specific examples, but really auto body shops are the one thing that come to mind, and it's always been a thing I've noticed. I guess a subdivision. Are places where you get oil changes open on Saturdays? Let me check. Yeah, so even places where you get oil changes are open on Saturdays. If you want to go get an oil change, you can do that on Saturdays. But for some fucking reason, you want to go to an auto body shop, they're not open on fucking Saturdays. So now I gotta go out of my way tomorrow to do it. And, like, the thing's still street legal and stuff. It's not like it was, like, anything crazy, per se. It is more than I would like. And my friend's gonna be paying a pretty penny to get it fixed. And he knows that. But it's still a pain in the ass. And he has the money. It's not like he doesn't. He has savings and stuff. And it's not that big of a deal. It's just a really obnoxious inconvenience. So there you go. I really was hoping to branch out and talk about other places that aren't open on Saturdays, but that's really the one I could think of. Like, I think there's certain pawn shops that aren't, but there's plenty of pawn shops that are. And there's certain thrift stores that are only open for a few hours on Saturday, maybe. But again, I think I overestimated just how many there were. But nevertheless, that's my rant, and I'm not going to really edit it. So I hope you enjoyed. This has been Fugitive Red-Eye. Have a good one. Toodles.